that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Jen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you!
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Jen T. We still celebrating over here, Jack. It's a party. Do you love what you feel? I gotta love what you do to me. Do you love what you feel? Shake it out. You love what you do to me. Man, holy smokes. I've been partying like crazy. Oh shit, let me get all the business out of the way. Instagram, Twitter, Gen T TV. Oh shit, that's YouTube. How about Instagram, Twitter, Gen T523, but nobody goes there. It's all about YouTube. Woo! Gen T TV for all the excitement your heart desires. That is where you can see me vlogging and eating things, jiu-jitsu, rock concerts, and just having some fun. Look what you do. Anything you love to do to me. Man, anytime this song comes on, man, I'm just ready to party, Jack. That's what I've been doing. I mean, we're talking about, I stayed up for the last 3 days up until 3 o'clock in the morning. Raging. I wanna dance out, I wanna dance out, I wanna dance out. Oh my gosh, okay, let me be serious now. Psych! Friends. Holy smokes. Hello, my friends. Man, it has been crazy celebrating my 41st birthday. I've just been a rageaholic. At least 2-3 nights in a row, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning. The first night, like, to usher in my birthday. So the 22nd, I got home from work, did what I needed to do, and then I turned on the Call of Duty machine. Oh, no, you're gonna, before I was irresponsible, I took care of my chores first because I knew I did not want to have to do any stinking chores once this party started at midnight. We wasn't going to do shit. So I did all my chores. And then at 11 o'clock, the mayhem began. No, excuse me. 11 o'clock was when my laundry was done. And I said, is it time to party yet? And I went, wait, we can mop, we can take out the trash. So 11:45, we started the reign of terror on Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty till 3 o'clock in the morning, Jack. What the hell? I was like, what is this like to be a gamer where you just play nonstop until your eyeballs hurt? And I was like, here we go. Good God almighty. That was a terrible idea. Jesus. I had fun, though. I don't regret it. I had fun. But I was like, let's not do this again. And then I went, hold on. It's officially May the 23rd. Now we really gonna party. I had my birthday at the Redlands Public Market. Shout out to everybody who could make it to that. And just had the best time socializing with friends. there was a lady there. I had asked her for her chair because we had such a big group of people. And so we needed more chairs. And I asked her and she said, no, take my chair. And then about 20 to 35 minutes later, she found me. I was getting a little Indian soda or something. And she was like, hey, remember me earlier? And I was like, uh-oh. What happened? I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know you, but yeah. I was like, yeah. And she's like, you need Jesus. And I was like, huh? And she hands me this paper iPhone that says, Jesus is calling. I was like, oh, well, thank you. And she's like, please come to my church, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, thanks. Appreciate you. I'm part of the Church of Mother Nature. Like, love is love. Be cool. Don't hurt nobody. Don't bring no crimes. Have some fun. And, she's just like, well, here, take these. I really need you to take this. And I was like, okay. I'm not saying no, but this is kind of weird. So for the rest of the night, I was walking around. So any kind of little joke, and I was like, no. Why don't you talk to Jesus? And then I just showed them my phone. And I was like super excited because, I didn't ask for nothing. Friend got me a gift. I didn't want anything. I just wanted to just be social with everyone. I don't need any gifts. I don't need any money. I mean, I need money, but not from my friends. I need money from the people. The stock market, I need money. And my job, I need money from y'all. And then I need somebody to hook it up with a lottery ticket or something. So, so the homie hooked me up with a gift. And then I had the Jesus phone, and then I had a Squirt. I got a Squirt soda. I was excited. So I was like, this is all the gifts I need. And people are like, oh, sorry, I didn't bring you a gift. I'm like, no, you don't need to apologize. These are all the gifts I need. I said, I got a Squirt. People are like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I got a Squirt. So people were just like, wow, Jen, you're something. I was like, I'm pumped. I got all I need. I got the Jesus on the main line. I got Jesus on the phone. And then, I got Squirt. And then, the homie came up with some powdered donuts. Those were fantastic. But I had the best time, no problems, no drama, just fun times. And I hope all of my friends had fun socializing, getting to know each other and stuff. And I'm happy to hit that place up anytime. And speaking of anytime, I just went there today. It's Monday, by the way. I went there again. Because why the hell not? It's a good place. Redlands Public Market. It's really cool. There's all these little restaurants inside of there with a little arcade. Everybody gets to have fun. It's all ages. Nothing crazy. And, I don't smell any cigarette smoke or weed smoke or anything like that. It's real chill. Even if you do those things, God bless you. It's just like, I don't want that smell in my food. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time and a place. Anyhow. But yeah, I had the best time. And then another homie hooked me up with a cool gift. She got me some microphones so I can start interviewing people. Isn't that cool? I mean, I already have microphones here for my podcast, but, I want to be out in the world, like, talking to people and interviewing them and asking them questions. And so this is a really great start for me to like it just opens other doors to be creative and speak to the people. Cause I've been nominated the People's Champ. So I want to talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to use those mics. Like I told you guys last week, I really wanted to use my karaoke mic, but it's so loud in there, that wouldn't work. But I didn't ask, I didn't tell anybody, but I've been wanting to get microphones for my phone so I could just interview people. So, the homie showed up with that as a gift, and I was like, wow, oh my gosh. Like, I didn't want to cry because I was in front of a bunch of people, but I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so heartfelt. And, couple other people hooked up with some gifts. And like I said, I didn't ask for nothing. So, because I just want to see people. I just want to have fun. I just want to see people. And so, just to know that people were just recognizing me, whether it was with a physical gift or just words of encouragement or hugs or shout outs, like, I was like, man, this is dope. I'm excited. I'm really touched because, that's not my nature to be in the spotlight. I like to hang out in the background. I like to let other people take the credit. Even though I know I'm like, hey, I told you that, or hey, but I'm not going to speak on it because that's just my personality. So, just the fact that people are like, yo, today's your day. We're going to shout you out, or we're going to do this, or we're going to have fun. Let's have a good time. So that's just been complete and utter birthday madness. Went to IKEA, because like I said, 41, if I'm going to get a gift, it's got to be something practical. So some of the things I asked for were car wash supplies. What else did I, shelves from IKEA. I put together some shelves, got my shit off the ground, because it was just like, it was getting there. It's annoying. I still have stuff in totes from when I moved here in 2008. It's 2025. I'm like, okay, it's time to get this shit out of the tote, or either get this out of the tote, put it on a shelf, or we're throwing this away. No more. Today's the day. I just had enough. So it felt good to get stuff out of totes. Fill up the trash can with stuff I wasn't using anymore. And, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I put some goodies in the trash can. I never put goodies in the trash can, but I put some goodies in the trash can. So if you're homeless and you're in my neighborhood, which I'm sure homeless people are listening to this podcast because I'm at my house, there's some goodies in there. Some shit people can use is in that trash can. So I know somebody is going to find that and going to be blessed. So I'm trying to think what else was going on. So I was organizing my life. And then, of course, I would also disorganize my life by playing Call of Duty until 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure what that was all about, but it felt nice to just not be responsible. Most of the time, I'm just like, trying to be so responsible, because if I'm not, I'm in trouble, right? And I'm not saying just like in trouble with like the law or anything like that, but just like there's just disorder. I just have so many things going on, and I didn't realize by not being at work, just all of the things I got going on outside of work, and just being like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I'm teaching at the gym. I'm teaching at my house. I'm online. I'm researching things. I'm watching videos. I'm studying jujitsu. I'm watching YouTube videos on how to build things and just be inspired. And then comes in Call of Duty. And I'm like, damn it, get away, Call of Duty. But I'm learning there has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's time and a place for Call of Duty or video games in general, and then, we got to get to the business. And so I know this weekend I was having fun, raging, staying up late, but now I need to get back to the business, get back to a routine, and brace myself for going back to work, and I haven't been there since last week. I'm just expecting to walk into work and somebody has quit since I've been on vacation. Terrible. Terrible. Oh my God. It's just, damn it. I don't know if anybody else experiences a type of job like this where you try to stay dedicated, you try to be a resource, you try to help people, but so many people get in the way of that process. It almost makes it debilitating. Like, you just don't even want to start. You don't want to try and do anything. But what I've learned on my birthday break, my birthday vacation, is that all we have is try, right? That's all we got to do is try. If you tried and you failed, at least you tried, right? But I feel like you can't just give up on something. You've got to make an effort first, at least, to say that you tried. Like tonight, I was working on my passport fiasco because we are in the cutoff zone. I am in the 6 weeks range of potentially not going on my trip. So I really need to expedite my passport. I need to get this squared away. And so I'm trying to sort that out. And my dad's like, you need to print out this paper. Jenny, you need to do this. You need to do that. And I was like, Dad, it says right on the screen. I cannot do anything. I have to go talk to somebody. He's like, well, you need to bring a printout of what you did so you can expedite your paperwork when you do it. I was like, Dad, I'm trying to tell you, it's a different form. It's a different form. But how are you going to know the information, Jenny? And I was like, it's on my passport. I just bring my passport to the freaking passport office. What is happening? He's like, you don't understand me. And I was like, my guy, not only do I not understand you, you don't understand me at all. I'm showing you right on the screen here, sir. It says that I got to do a whole nother separate form at the passport office. It got nothing to do with this, what I'm doing here online. He's like, I give up, Jenny. I give up. And I was like, it's cool, bro. We're going to figure it out. So I'm trying to sort that all out. But I was just like, I'm trying here, my guy. I'm trying. Okay, you tried to explain it to me, and I'm trying to give you the information. But if I didn't say, or if he didn't say, we would just be in this perpetual loop of assuming things and not getting things done. But I was like, no, I need to try and get this done, because if I don't try and get this done, my trip will be a complete disaster. There will be no trip. God, dog, man. And of course, my parents are like, well, what took you so long to do this? And I said, well, I kept forgetting because I'm in such a routine and I'm just trying to make it through the moment, the minute, the hours, the days. And then I forget, like, I'm going to get to have fun soon. I'm going to get to go on this trip. But in the meantime, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go on this trip. I got to do this. I got to be here. I got to do this. I got to go see my friend's concert. I got to do all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh. I'm at the point in my life where I need an assistant, but I can't afford one. So my assistant is me. And that's not good, man. That's not good. Oh, shit. So, but the biggest thing that I took away this week is that I try. We try, we fail, we see what happens, we try. But to just think about some individuals in my life, whether they be coworkers or family members, who don't try, who just have given up. And I'm just like, man, I don't care how old you are, whether you're 10 years old or you're 100 years old. Like, try. I get it, especially if you're on the older spectrum. Like, you've been there, you've done that, you've been around the sun several times, you know what to expect, you're wise. But I still think you need to try. I still think it's cool that we try new things. We try something new. We test ourselves. Because if we don't test ourselves, you're stuck. I feel like you're stuck in this perpetual loop of no improvement, stagnant. Like a life where you just don't even try, that you give up. It makes me ill. I'm like, fuck. The other day, there was a former UFC fighter at the gym, and I so desperately wanted to train with him, but I was scared. And I told myself, just try. And I didn't try. And later on, I felt like a jackass. I was like, bitch, you should have tried. What was the worst that could happen? That you get subbed? That's normal. Regular people can tap me out, let alone a UFC fighter. But trying, if I would have tried to see what I could have done, who knows what would have happened? Maybe I would have caught him in something. I saw a couple of my teammates almost catch this guy. So, everybody is gettable, but we got to start with a try, right? So, One thing that I've tried and I've failed at, skateboarding. That hurts my heart. I tried and I failed. Because, and maybe not that I failed at skateboarding in general, but the trick part. I can ride a skateboard. So maybe that's my success story is I can get on a skateboard and ride it, but at the time when I was skating, when I was coming up, if you couldn't do any tricks, you were going nowhere. Nobody respected people that just rode a skateboard. You had to be doing tray flips. You had to be going down 5 stairs. You had to be at least attempting rails, not even trying to just kickflip the stair. You got to go down the rail, Jack. So I couldn't get it done. And it bummed me out. Oh, still to this day, even. There are times where I see people skating and doing tricks, see young kids like Yuto, shredding. Just unspeakable shredding happening. And I'm like, oh, damn it. I never made it there. Oh, that sucks. I tried. It sucks that I didn't get there, but at least I tried. There could have been a point when I was skating and I was like, yup, I can't do any tricks. Therefore, I'm not even going to try. But I tried. I gave it my best. I gave it my effort and I tried. At 41, I'm like, okay, what new challenges can we try? And at 41, I'm like, okay, let's try and tackle the stock market. This is a daunting task, but we're going to try and tackle the stock market. Another thing I'm going to try at 41, I'm going to try and go to England. Oh, man. Another thing I'm going to try this year, I'm going to try and get better at jiu-jitsu. I'm going to try and lose weight. I'm going to try and eat cleaner and healthier and respect my body. I'm going to try and be a bit more organized. All of these things are happening because I feel like I've said this many times on here, but I don't know. I feel like I've just reached a precipice with dating. I'm like, hey, you know what? We've tried. This sucks. I don't want to do this anymore, man. I'm out. I just think about it and I was just like, man, I don't even want to, at the time I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm not even going to say anything on the podcast because I've already said it before and then I come right back, right? But the other day, I was just thinking, I was just like, man, this dating stuff sucks. I've tried to speak to ladies and I have had the worst results. Nothing's happening, or worse, I get stalkers. And I'm like, man, what's the message here? I was like, is it time to pack it up? Do I say au revoir? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to understand what's happening, but I just feel like, I don't know. Is it time to just walk away and just throw in the towel? Because I have certainly tried my best. But then I thought, okay, maybe I'm just too busy. I think that I have the energy for a relationship, but maybe I just have too many things on my plate. So that was another thing as well too. And then I don't know what it was, but I happened to be listening to a song. It was a song I was listening to. And literally it was like some kind of dance song. And the girl was like, yo, if you want love, you got to do the things that you would want to do with somebody by yourself. And then somebody will want to join you. And I was like, what? It just didn't even make sense. Let me see if I can find the song, because it tripped me out. I was like, what the fuck is this? Remind me of basketball, when I think it's Trey Parker's driving the beat up car after he left the girlfriend or got dumped by the girlfriend, and he turns on the radio. He's like, oh, you got dumped by your girlfriend. And he changed the station and he's like, changed it to country music. You got dumped by your girlfriend. And he hit the station thing again. It was like, hey, yo, you got dumped by your girlfriend. It was like all of the stations were just insulting. It was great. Let me see if I can find that song. That kind of tripped me out. I was like, what? I just happened to randomly hear this song and I was like, oh, even though it's a dance song, like a random dance song, or if you're in the EDM world, you taking some pills or you rolling on Molly and you're just like, oh my God. But I was completely sober, enjoying my birthday, and this song randomly came up on my Spotify, and I was like, oh, this is what I needed to hear. Okay, let's say, here we go.
Like something, change it.
If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop what you're doing. Life is simple, move your body. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Ooh, stop overanalyzing. Life is simple, move your body. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Ooh. Holy smokes, man. Kind of crazy, right? So, okay, thank you, Mr. Microphone. So I just thought, I was like, man, I'm constantly looking for the love of my life. Stop. They said they won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. So I took that as, man, I should just do the things I love to do, and love will come to me, right? I hope I interpreted that correctly. But the biggest thing was stop overanalyzing. I'm like, oh my God, that's like my kryptonite is overanalyzing so many things and replaying scenarios where I messed up or made a mistake or what could I have done differently, and just like letting it almost consume me. And I'm like, you know what? We're getting too over that shit. Listen, shit's going to happen regardless of whether you're a good person or a bad person. It rains on everyone. It shines on everyone. And that it's best to just go out and enjoy our life and make the best effort that we can, right? And stop. What's that song? There's some other song that plays at my work. It says, I got a black belt in beating myself up. I'm an expert in tearing myself down, but you need to build yourself. Because if you can't build yourself, nobody else is going to build you either. So I'm like, man, okay. I need to approach dating as if I'm dating myself. So what fun things would I do? So if I'm dating myself, I'm going to go play a video game. But I shouldn't play a video game for more than an hour. And that's the biggest thing, is like, I need to cut back on my video game time. But if I'm trying to interpret what this song is saying, and I basically need to date myself in order to date someone. So I was like, okay, if I was dating me, I wouldn't want stuff on the floor. I need to get shelves to put things on the shelf where they go appropriately and make my room look nice. So I went, okay, we're going to IKEA. We're going to get ourselves right. So I got myself a little baby ice cream, and I bought me some shelves, and I built the shelves, and I organized my room, and I'm feeling much better. And in the process of me organizing my room, I found stuff that was missing that I'd been looking for. I felt like there's a better energy in my room now that things are a little bit more organized. I still have a little bit of work to do on a couple more things, but I'm like, man, I feel better. Wow. That's all it took, was for me to try and take some time and really sit down and enjoy and think about, okay, if I'm dating myself, I'm not going to want to come in a room and see stuff on the floor. That's not cool. Put things away. And if you don't have a place to put things away, let's build a place to put things away. So that's what I did. Isn't that cool, guys? What the hell? I feel like I had an insightful, enlightening birthday. Last week, I was supposed to play for you guys. I talked a little bit about EDC, but this particularly I wanted to play for you guys. I mean, I have never heard something so god-awful as I have heard at EDC. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Let's see if I can turn this up here. Hello. So this gentleman's name is Sudden Death. And, obviously, certain music isn't for me. I get it. But I was trying to figure out what kind of drugs you got to be on to enjoy this kind of music. Listen to this shit. This guy's just like doing emo screams over techno music. What the hell? That's terrible, y'all. That's terrible. Oh, my days. I was like, oh, my days. I was like, hold on, player. You can't be serious, right? You think this is actually good? This is terrible. Incredible. Oh my days. I was like, wow, this guy's fucked up. Let's see what else I did. Ooh, I went to the Humble Heart in Ocean Beach. I went to go see my friend doing the Ill Intention band. He is, that's the name of his band, Ill Intention. And they played some of their tracks and tunes. I highly recommend that you check them out if you are into like punk music. You will have a good time with Ill Intention. They are doing a show July 25th in Riverside at a brewery. I believe, let me see here. Let me turn this down. Okay, oh, good. I wonder if they posted it. Okay, yes, here. Friday, July 25th, 7 to 9 p.m. Let's see. It is the Packing House Brewing Co. 6421 Central Avenue. Check out the Mighty Ill Intention, which is my friends. And then Long Lost Robots is another band that will be there as well. So, I think if you are in the Riverside area and you like punk, I think you should check it out. Let me see here. We got some UFC picks. All right. I have some UFC picks for you. First off, we've got Rayando Santos versus Alice Ardeen. I'm taking Rayando Santos. Markel Medeiros versus Bolaj Oki. Oh, boy. What the hell kind of name is that? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Let's see what country Bolaj is from. Belgium, the Zulu Warrior. Wow. All right, Bolaj. Okay, I'm taking Markel Medeiros. Next, Trevin Giles versus Andreas Gustafsson. I'm taking Andreas Gustafsson. Kurt Hollebop versus Jordan the Monkey King Levitt. I'm taking Jordan Levitt. Jafel Filho versus Alan Nascimento. I'm taking... wow. I'm going to take... Damn it. I'll take Nascimento. Por favor. Zachary Reese versus Dusko Torovic. I'm taking Zachary Reese. Caitlin Vieira versus Missy Chasson. We're gonna take Caitlin Vieira. Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopez. I've got Dustin Jacoby. Next, Billy Goff versus Rami Brahmaj. I'm taking 9 and 3, 11 and 5. Ooh. Let's go with Rami Brahmaj. This will be 4-13. All right. Next, Matthias Gamrot versus Ludwig Klein. I'm taking Matthias Gamrot. And then finally, for the worst UFC fight night to end the month of May here, we have Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. I'm taking Aaron Blanchfield. Those are my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some motherfucking fights. Yeah! All right, folks. That is going to do it for me. I must get up early. Thank you so much for your support. Liking, sharing, and subscribing. RamboParadio.com if you feel motivated to buy some merch. There are things there for you. And maybe you want to support, but you just got no money, so you don't want to buy nothing. That's cool. Support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Genty TV. Okay, your girl has a goal of hitting 500 subscribers this year, and the year is almost over. And I'm at 168. Help! I need your help. We got to get to 500. Okay, so I need you and your friends and your grandma and your auntie and your granddad and your nan, your nana, your pappy, your cousin, your doctor, your dentist, your lawyer, your policeman, your local congressman. I need all of you to subscribe. Oh my gosh, 500 subscriptions, por favor. And then the next goal will be 1,000. Holy smokes. Whew, we're getting there little by little. The little engine that could. The little engine that could. That's all we can do is just try. All right, friends. I will talk to y'all next week. But until next time, this is Rambo Radio. I'm out. Peace.